Table Tennis Tutorial by Aries Orio. Table tennis is a ball game similar in principle to lawn tennis and played on a flat table divided into two equal courts by a net fixed across its width at the middle. The object is to hit the ball so that it goes over the net and bounces on the opponent's half of the table in such way that the opponent cannot reach it or return it correctly. Play is fast, requiring quick reaction and constant attention, and is characterized by an emphasis on spin relative to other ball sports, which can heavily affect the ball's trajectory. The lightweight hollow ball is propelled back and forth across the net by small rackets or paddles held by the players. The game is popular all over the world. In most countries, it is very highly organized as a competitive sport, especially in Europe and Asia, particularly in China and Japan. And now, we are going in detail and showing the basic rules of playing table tennis that everyone can understand. First is no hands on the table. Believe it or not, leaning your hands on the table is not allowed in the sport. So you should never touch the table with your hands. If you do so, you will lose a point. If you have ever played table tennis, you probably know that this is a common practice, especially when the ball is high in the air and bouncing and you want to smash it in the opponent's part of the table. Second is, when serving, the ball must be thrown 15 millimeter. Another rule which you may not know about the game is that the ball must be thrown at least 6 inches or 15 centimeter in high while serving. Obviously, this kind of toss is a good habit, and what it means is that you must throw it at least 15 centimeter into the air from the flat palm of your hand before it is being hit. You are also not allowed to throw the ball in any way which adds spin to it. Third is, if the ball hits the net on service, you should serve again sometimes. When you serve the ball in table tennis, it hits the net and either falls in your part or the opponent's part of the table. If this happens, you should know that the official rule is to reserve and replay the serve. There is no actual limit to how many nets a player can have on per serve, but the general rule is stick to 3 in total before a point is lost. Fourth is, the ball must be held in a flat palm above the table. When preparing to serve, you need to hold the ball flat in the palm of your hand and above the table, all in the all in order to ensure that the opponent and the umpire can clearly see it at as well as the direction in which it is thrown. And lastly, rubber colors. Last but not the least is the rule of rubber in its colors. If you ever held a table tennis paddle, you probably know that one of the sides has a black rubber and the other has a red one. This is only to ensure that the opposing player knows what to expect when they serve, with either the black or red, as well as to prevent any confusion.